Locs, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Sika J, and I am back to you guys with a new video. I've taken a long break, but I have been working on a lot of things, and I am happy to be back recording. So this video today is going to be about my lock journey. As you guys can see, I think this is my first video where I have worn my natural hair. So I'm gonna break it up into a two-part video. The first video is just gonna be how I got my locks started and that process, and then the second part of the video is gonna be like the progression of my lock journey. If I can put it all into one 15-minute video, then I definitely will, but if I have to break it up, I will too, just so you guys don't have to sit and watch, you know, an extremely long 30-minute video. I don't want to, you know, ever do that. So if you guys are interested in hearing about my lock journey and what I've been doing, please continue to watch, and I want to say thank you so much for supporting my channel. I have been getting a lot more views, and I'm really excited about that. I really appreciate it. So thank you, and I hope you guys like this video. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. So I decided to lock my hair in May. I believe I first got my hair locked, what was that, like May the 14th, or it's between the 11th and the 14th, I really can't remember. But I decided to lock my hair. Initially, it was for vanity purposes. I liked the way locks look. I liked like long locks and how gorgeous they looked after they progressed. But after some thought and really decided to stick with the lock process, I have morphed my thought process into attaching it more to my consciousness and more to finding beauty within myself and my you know, my own natural beauty. So that's why I decided to move forward and lock my hair. I did not do twisties or two strings. I decided to do the instant locks. And what instant locks are, they take a crochet tool and lock your hair instantaneously, and I would say lock in quotations because your hair is still not fully locked. Once you do the instant locks, it's like, I would probably say like a phase 2 versus going from, you know, like I would say twisties is phase 1. I would say instant locks is kind of like a phase 2. Like your hair is still not completely locked as if you would have had, you know, dreadlocks for 2 or 3 years. So with the instant lock process, they use your real hair, and they use like a needle. Sometimes the needle has it can have like 1 prong, 2 prong, 3 prong. It just depends on your loctician. And they lock your own natural hair. And I have no fake hair, or not fake hair, but I have no hair added to my locks. My locks are completely 100% my hair. And I decided to do instant locks instead of doing the traditional starter lock or twisties, because I just didn't want to have to go through that whole locking, that whole long locking process. I have my natural hair is really soft. If anybody knows me, they know I don't leave my hair up in a hairstyle for long, because my hair gets really frizzy really easy, and it's just because it's like a soft texture, it doesn't stay. So I knew that doing the twisties would not be a good option for me, so I just decided to do the instant locks instead. And initially I was going to get what do they call, lock extensions, just because I just wanted to skip the short phase altogether. But my close friends convinced me not to do that. One of my friends, she has locks now. She's had them for a long time, I think like 15 years. And then my other friend, she had locks when she was a kid. So I consulted with both of them, you know, on what I should do as far as the lock extension versus the instant locks. Another reason why I kind of veered away from doing the lock extensions is because I've heard a lot of people having issues with them coming out after a while, and that is just related to sometimes your natural hair and the way that it grows does not match the actual lock extension. So a lock extension may be too heavy for your natural grade of hair, which causes thinning and traction alopecia. So I didn't really want to go through all of that. I just said, oh, I'll just instant lock my own hair, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to insert some pictures of what my hair looked like before I got it locked, and during the lock process, and after the instant locks were installed. So go ahead and take a look at these pictures, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so that is what my locks look like as soon as I got them installed. When I left the shop, my hair was locked basically. I would this well, like I said before, I would say this is more like a phase 2 sort of thing. Like I was able to wash my hair without it coming down, and do different styles and not have to worry about it unraveling. But my hair was definitely not in a mature state like it would be if your hair, naturally progressed and locked from the twisty stage to like a year later. So now that I'm at the 4-month mark, I can see my hair is starting to get a lot, frizzier, and starting to expand more. Like when she did the instant locks, my locks were very skinny, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of concerned about that. But she did tell me that they would expand, and with time they would mature and they would get thicker. And I am starting to see that they are growing thicker as my hair progresses and grows. So if you're getting the instant locks and you're gonna think that your hair is gonna be like at the mature, thick state like it would be if you lock your hair from the start and twisty state to like a year, it's not gonna be like that. It's still gonna take some time to mature and to thicken up, and to look the way that you choose. So if you decide to get the instant locks and they don't look exactly the way that you want them to look, just give it time, because like I said, it's a process, and it's like the phase 2 of the whole lock-in process or whatnot. So when I got the instant locks, somebody referred, I was looking for a particular type of hairstyle, so I posted on Facebook, and somebody recommended a loctician in my area. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. The loctician I went to, she charged $400 for the instant locks. But then I got triangle part, which you can't really tell that my hair has triangle parts because I haven't gotten it retwisted in like 2.5 months. But I have triangle parts, so she charged extra for the triangle part. So I think that was like an additional $30 or $40 or something. So like all together I paid like $450, including the triangle parts and the tip up that I gave her and whatnot. And when I got it done, I think altogether it took about like 4 to 5 hours. She washed my hair first. Then she parted it. She did not dry it. She just left it wet damp when she was doing it. So she washed it. Then she twisted it. She twisted it at the root, and then leaving my hair like undone at the ends, and that was the part that she like locked together with the tool. Now The part that is twisted, of course, that part is not going to be locked. It's like equivalent to if you had locks already and then you got a retwist. Like your new growth is not going to be locked automatically unless you do interlocking at the root. But normally that part is not going to be locked automatically, so it's equivalent to that. So it was about this much of my hair that was twisted, and then she crocheted and locked the end parts of my hair. I did not get it locked all the way to the very end because I wanted to have curly ends. So like about this, like a tiny bit of my hair at the ends is not locked at all. That's because I want them to be curly at the ends. Now that my hair is maturing more, I don't know if I will continue to let it stay that way. I'm thinking about locking the ends of it. I don't know. I haven't really made a final decision on that. I'm just gonna see how things go as they continue to grow out. But yes, so it took about 4.5 hours in total. When I got done, she was able to style it, and I was able to go on my merry way without any issues.